everyone, my name is Annie. I'm a counselor. I'll be speaking briefly about stress management during the coronavirus pandemic, environmental stressors that are overwhelming, and an individual ability or inability to handle them. So this lack of stability between stressors or things that we find stressful and our ability to handle them, this instability over time leads to ill health. Now, a normal amount of stress or a fair amount of stress is in fact effective or helpful. It allows us to be alert and take preventive measures. However, when this amount of stress becomes constant and overwhelming, it impairs our functioning on a day-to-day basis. Managing these reactions in a healthy way is in fact a great technique to improve our performance. It lowers our stress level, it improves our overall immune response. We tend to feel better generally, we tend to have a sense of control over ourselves and our lives. It improves our productivity, and it also allows us to develop our ability to handle similar stressors in the future. Now, the fundamental issue here is the stress related to the disorder and loss of structure caused by the coronavirus pandemic. So that's a framework of condition. Within this framework of condition, we need to be able to carry out effective and realistic measures of adjustment. So fundamentally, we need to adapt by restructuring our life and adopt new routines, all of which have to be realistic. Now, these adaptations and adoptions of new routines can happen in several areas of life. For example, parenting, work, financial management. It can be in academics, it can be in health in terms of diet and exercise, and the like. Now, structure is very important. Structure stabilizes both your work, your social, and your biological routines. We need to set up routines for chores, academic work, meals, playtime with your children, financial planning, family time, socializing time, and the like. During routines or structuring your life, we tend to naturally set up boundaries between different spheres of our life, which is quite important, and it prevents the situation from becoming overwhelming and taking over or taking control of your life. Daily routines, being healthy in different spheres such as lifestyle in terms of sleeping, eating, exercise. Physical exercise is quite important. Requiring adequate sleep, 6 to 7 hours, is important. These are the basics of lifestyle stress management. More specifically, for those who are working or who are currently studying, having a set area to work or to study is quite important. There needs to be a differentiation between different spheres of life, physically as well, since both rest and work occur in the same space. So there needs to be some kind of automated signal which tells you that this is the time to work and this is the time to rest. Within a family or group, every member talking about sources of stress and locating practical solutions is a fantastic way to manage overall group stress. As an individual, you can practice mindfulness exercises or grounding techniques, the likes of which are available on YouTube and other applications. Now, these grounding techniques require that you focus on your breathing and your senses, which is a great way to calm your body and through that calm your mind. So it's natural in this time to focus on things that we cannot do, things that we don't have access to. So in order to change or to restructure that kind of thinking, we need to shift our perspective to things that are within our control, things that we can do. So that requires us to perhaps alter or adopt our ways of thinking. And that's another way to restructure your life. It's not simply a restructuring of the material things like your life, your finances, time spent. It can also be an abstract way of restructuring your cognition. That is to think of things that you can do to focus on practical solutions. So there are two domains of change that help in stress management. That's your concrete lifestyle. That's things that you do and focus on. For example, your work, parenting changes, financial management changes, things like leading to a healthier lifestyle. There's also abstract changes, which are higher order, which require you to change your thinking. It's normal when you are facing the unknown to have a negative feedback loop based on apprehension and fear. However, if you appraise the situation realistically and parameterize it appropriately, you can then implement effective solutions. In this case, solutions can be preventive, that is to take care of your health and to set up I'd say adequate boundaries between things. Admittedly, we all have to adjust our expectations that we can't be perfect at the moment and there are going to be difficulties financially, academically, in terms of work as well, and parenting as well. At the same time, we can do certain things, and that involves these kind of adaptations and adoptions of certain routines. That's about it, and that covers our general guidelines for stress management during the coronavirus pandemic. Stay safe. That's all.